Okay.
So I think
Okay, guys, let's start.
Hi everyone, this is our submission of 2022 MCIT hackathon pennTor. My name is Joyce, and this is my team, Rachel, Rita, and Zhengru. So pennTor is inspired by the MCIT mentoring program. We know that MCIT mentorship program is currently done by Google Forms and manually checking the responses to pair up the mentors and mentees. And we want to simplify and automate this process. So what is pennTor? So pennTor is a website that allows MCIT students to sign up as a mentors or mentees for the MCIT mentorship program. Students will answer some questions on the website to provide information, and then the admin will run the matching algorithm to automatically set up the mentor-mentee pair. And then after that, an email notification will be sent out to each mentor and mentee pair to connect them.
And I will introduce our app from a more technical perspective. Our app is consisted of three main parts: the front-end client, backend server, and the database. And the backend server kind of acts as the intermediate between our front-end user and the backend database. And we developed the front-end with React.js, CSS, and JavaScript. And since our app is somewhat small and simple, we did not use any frameworks on our CSS part. And for the backend, we used Express and Node.js to construct the server. We also used SendGrid API to send out all the emails to the participants. And our MySQL database is hosted on AWS RDS, and the app is deployed to Heroku. And now Rita will demo the app for us.
So so this is our pennTor app. The user is gonna put their first name, last name, and they need to put a UPenn email. And then the user will just like fill the form based on where they're from, which language they speak, what do they study, when do they want to meet their mentor, and they're like, this, how do they describe themselves? And we also give them the opportunity to write a message to their mentor or to their mentee. And then there's gonna be an admin part that is actually gonna do the matching. So there's gonna be a password, so only the admin can look into it. And it's gonna have the mentor and the mentee's information. It's gonna match them. And after that, there's gonna be an email that the mentor or the mentee receives. So for example, here I matched with Arvin, so I can just contact him by sending him a message.
So now I'm going to talk about the algorithm that we use to basically create our matching system. So we first designed a questionnaire so that users' responses can be quantified. And then we calculated the similarities between users. So the more similar their responses, the higher their similarity score will be. And then we generated a mentee or mentor preference list based on their similarity. So a mentee would have a preference list of mentors arranged by most similar to least similar. And then we would use this to run the Gale-Shapley algorithm, which is an algorithm that solves the stable marriage problem. And essentially, we will create a stable mentor-mentee match. So at the end of the algorithm, there will be no mentor or mentee that prefers each other more than their current assigned partner. And so there are a number of different challenges that we face during our time during the hackathon. So for example, for some of us, it was their first time using React and working with JavaScript, HTML, CSS. So having to pick that up in a short amount of time. And then also for us to figure out the kind of questionnaires, how to quantify responses, how to aggregate their scores. And then one of the main challenges was also to not only determine which algorithm we wanted to use, but actually implementing that algorithm. And then we also faced some challenges with using the third-party API SendGrid to implement that automated email. And then like any other project, we also face challenges with Git, GitHub, and resolving merge conflicts and pulls and pushes.
So we're proud that we were able to take our entire project from an idea to an implementation, and it's full functioning, and we rebuilt it from scratch. So we're really proud of that. Yeah, we were like really happy that we were able to reach like our goal at the end after like 3 days.
So in terms of the future of this website, the most important thing is probably to improve our matching algorithm to account for the different numbers of mentors and mentees. And we might also want to refine our criteria for optimal matching. And probably we will also want to make our web page more responsive so that we can fit into different browsers. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for listening to our presentation, and we hope you enjoy it.
Thank you so much.